much more comfortable than I am right now. So, right, when I was asked to come and talk to you guys, I was like, why me? Why me? I really do suffer from imposter syndrome. I'm a dog trainer, that's what I do. I started my business off with 4 hours training. I was working for Essex County Council at the time. I was teaching alternative education children, and I just wanted to do a little bit of a hobby and did 4 hours dog training a week, and that's how I started. It started to grow. I was a single mum and I was supporting my children, and it started to grow. At the time there wasn't many dog trainers around, so everybody was like, oh yeah, we need our dogs trained. You know, it wasn't the amount of dogs that we've got now. And I felt under an enormous amount of pressure to expand the business and also to kind of make a little bit more money than just a little bit of pocket money for myself. So it started to grow. I can't see Karen. There she is, Karen. I started to pester Karen. I came, funny enough, it was here when I originally met up with Best Growth Car, which at the time, I think, are they still around? Or they are still around. Yeah. They finance, they help support small businesses. And I was like, if I want to make something of myself, I need a premises. So we're like, okay, let's find a premises. So they gave us, I got 12 hours of mentoring free, and I think this is an amazing idea, by the way. Mentoring, having a business mentor as a self-employed person makes you accountable. It also gives you time to reflect because you've got no one else to talk to. So it gives you time to reflect. And I worked with this business mentor, and he said to me, "Where's your business plan?" I don't know. I don't have one. It's like, well, where's your financing? And where's all this? And where's all that? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm just a dog trainer. And I kept just saying to him, I'm just a dog trainer. He's like, you're so much more than that. And I've had that all the way through. At the time, I was also competing with my own dogs. I represented the country, so I represented Great Britain with dog agility with my own dogs. And we were looking for this amazing premises, and the head was buzzing. And like, oh yeah, let's go into a pandemic. And I stopped, literally stopped as I went into the pandemic. I found myself thanking God that I hadn't had a premises. There were so many of my business friends that had a premises and had so much more losses than I had. My income stopped, that was all. You know, I only had me and kids to support, I never had buildings to worry about. So I was really, really grateful that I was in that position. And the pandemic massively helped my business, massively. Everybody got dogs, everybody, you know, that was the biggest thing. The guys that designed my website for me, they introduced me to WebEx. What is even WebEx? You know, how do I sit in front of a screen training people to train their dogs? But we did, and it worked. I also did a bit of Chinese delivery takeaway as we came out of the lockdowns. I wrote 4 books during that time. I just kind of plowed, I think I went into survival time. Don't make me cry. So I went into survival mode. We looked at the business, we looked at the website of the business, and that became my office. I had to really think about not having a premises. It frightened the life out of me being a business owner as a dog trainer, remembering I'm just a little dog trainer here. So we looked at the website and everything else, and then as we came out of the pandemic, I said to Karen earlier, I can't actually remember what kind of year everything happened, but I was sitting there at 3 o'clock one morning, like you do as a self-employed person, what we're going to do with my life, and I'd got a text from Vodafone Business, which I've got my phone contract with, and said, I went to this competition. So I'm like, oh, there we are, and I coming up with this whole business. It was a business award. It was shout out for small businesses from Vodafone, and I just entered it on my phone at 3 o'clock in the morning, probably laying in bed thinking, what else am I going to do? And I won. And they gave us a whole media campaign. It was called Vodafone Shout Out for Small Businesses. We were recognised as a business that had turned around in the pandemic. And it is quite emotional, but yeah, we won that. And they again said to me, you see yourself as an imposter, you're a published author. I'm like, no, I wrote a book. That doesn't make me a published author. So and the business had really started to grow. And again, I think we were coming out of the lockdown, and I'd written a book by this time to help young children. I wanted to link in dog training and my career as working with alternative education. So I kind of wrote a book on that still sits there doing nothing. And then, bless him, my granddad died. My granddad was 106 and he died. Yeah, it wasn't COVID, but he died. And fortunately, he left me some money and said, do something with it. And that was when the turning point of my business. So at the moment, Essex Dog Training, we're just dog trainers. The Essential Canine Life Skills Limited was a franchise business for me. And I remember ringing my dad up saying, hey, I'm a managing director. And he's like, what does that mean? I'm like, I don't know. So, but I am, and here I am, and I still don't have a business plan, and it's still kind of ringing away in my head. So that's where we're at today. I franchised the business. We've sold 2 franchises in Essex. We've sold 1 in Suffolk. I still consider myself just a dog trainer. And I guess as I kind of planned this, what I wanted to bring to you guys was a little bit of my reflection on my journey. A couple of things, take help. It's there for you and you need it. You're not Superwoman, you know, you really are not. 18 months ago I suffered burnout, which was horrendous. They reckon it was PTSD coming out of COVID, a little bit of the menopause, which we all have to deal with, and I suffered burnout, and you have to take help, you have to look after yourself. I'm a much better woman for looking after myself, which makes me a much better business person. So if you don't look after number 1, then you're not going to look after yourself either. So that's kind of what I wanted to bring to you. I am around, there's dog trainers around, and yes, Castle Point franchise